How you doing? I'm Kevin O'Hara for alcoholmastery.com. You can't change anything about your past, right? What's happened, what you've done, whether that's all the drinking that you've ever done in your past before, or the slip up that you had a couple of weekends ago. You cannot alter any of that stuff. You know, all of that stuff is basically beyond your control. And it's only when you realise that that thinking about your past in this way is actually fucking detrimental to you, you know, that it does you more damage than good, that you can sort of move on. You know, we live in a guilt-ridden society. You know, I was raised up as a Catholic, and everything that we did, which was sort of deemed as being in any way pleasurable in life, was deemed to be a fucking sin. You know, and you know, whether you're a Catholic or you're a Christian or whatever it is that you do in life, whatever it is that if you're a religious person, you follow this kind of thing, you know, you have to sort of look at this and say, well, you know, from a purely personal perspective, what does it do to you to view your life in this way? You know, that if it's pleasurable, it's got to be bad, you know. And you know, your body is going to tell you in no uncertain terms, as we can see with alcohol, that there are certain things that if you do to yourself, and you're going to have the consequences of that. Physical consequences, mental consequences, consequences in your life, you know. You don't need to be told by somebody that it's morally wrong, because every bone in your body is telling you that it's wrong, right? And from my perspective, looking back and sort of judging your own life in that kind of a fashion, all it does is it makes you crazy for a start. It fills you full of negative emotions, which are not really good for bringing you forwards. But it also has really negative overtones of how you think about yourself, you know, and how you approach your future. You know, no matter what you've done in the past, I think most things are fixable. You know, the consequences of most things. You know, if you do a lot of let's say, for instance, that you've caused a lot of difficulty for other people while you've been drinking, that's fixable, you know. It's not fixable, I don't think, while you continue with the behavior that caused it, you know. It's like Einstein said, you can't change a problem with the same mindset that you created it, right? Something along those lines. But at the end of the day, it's like anything in life, you've got to change yourself before you can sort of, before you can alter anything else in life, you know, before you can change other people's perspectives. But, you know, from just a simple point of view, from a very personal point of view, you know, like, you can't alter other people's lives. While, you know, you can't alter other people's lives in general, but you definitely can't alter other people's lives if you don't look after yourself first. You've got to be, you know, in order to, I think, to get other people to stop drinking in their lives and to stop doing bad stuff in their life, if you want. You've got to be the person that, you know, you've got to have people follow you because of what you're doing, not because of what you're saying. And that goes for yourself as well. I mean, you know, it's sort of, you're shouting into an empty bucket if you're sort of telling yourself all the time that you're being you're being the best person that you can be when you know you're not. You know, so I guess what I'm trying to say is, you know, by all means look at your past and try and see your past from the perspective of lessons learned and what lessons you can learn by looking at your own past. But at the end of the day, you're not going to get anywhere by focusing your energies too much on the past, you know. You've got to focus your energies forwards. There was I remember listening to Richard Branson talking about this, and he said it's like driving a car. He said you focus most of your attention focusing on the road ahead of you, looking through the windscreen, and every so often you look in the rear view mirror or the side mirrors. You take a look behind you, what's behind you, and that's basically the way that you should live your life. Everyone makes mistakes. Everyone does things that they're not proud of in their lives. Everyone has done things that they wish they hadn't done, but nobody can change that. Nobody. So, by all means, look back to educate yourself. But don't spend too much time doing it, because, if the lessons are not there instantly, within a bit of thinking about it, you're not going to get too much out of it by prolonging the recap, if you want, prolonging looking back. You're not going to get that much more out of it. So, it's try and learn what you can, move the fuck on, don't even spend that much time looking back. So it's basically that. Look back, learn what you can, move on, and get on with things, because your life is ahead of you. It's not behind you. What's gone is gone. Nothing you can do about it. Look, that's it for today. If you have any questions, I'll leave them down below. Go over to the website and sign up for the Alcohol Mastery newsletter. There's a free video every day that will be delivered into your inbox. Different tips and hints and stuff about quitting drinking alcohol, and there's also a lot of stuff about moving yourself and pulling yourself forwards and onwards. So until next time, take care of yourself. I'm Kevin O'Hara for alcoholmastery.com. Onwards and upwards. Good luck. Bye now.